Should we dig in something different? Let's do Olam. Let's dig on Olam.
Hey, Alex says he can't hear you on the live stream.
I just turned it on. I just turned it
Try
on.
one more time.
Can you check them? Yeah. Wait until the first. If not, it's gonna be a problem. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Baruch Hashem. That's about all I got. Baruch Hashem. It's nice to see you over there. So, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Pasadena Jewish Temple and Center. We are going to celebrate Shabbat as we do every single week, and tomorrow we'll be back to celebrate Shabbat some more. But for right now, we're going to begin our celebration of Shabbat evening with Shalom Aleichem on page 13. Page 13, and as long as I'm calling page numbers, a big shout out to Claire Gorfinkel and the MAC committee and everybody in the office who helped distribute Sidurim to people in this congregation. And so, really delighted. Let us know how that works out for you. I'm not calling these page numbers for my health, so I'm really glad you're here. And so let us know how that works out. And if you didn't get a chance to do that this week and you need a prayer book to pray along with us or a chumash to read along with us, please let us know during the week, and we'd be delighted to help you out. But speaking of page numbers, we're going to start on page 13 with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Yasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Yashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni Leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
This is we're increasing the sound to bring in Shabbat. We also increase the light with our Shabbat candles over here.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. We're going to continue Kabbalat Shabbat with a few psalms, starting with the psalm that's on page 15, Lechuna Ranana.
לכו נרננה לאדוני, נריע לצור אישנו, נקדמה פניו בתודה. בזמירות נריע לו, כי אל גדול אדוני מלך גדול. ארבעים שנה אקוד ודור, ואומר עם טועי לבבם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי ואפי, אם יבואו אל מנוחתי.
Page 16. שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום, ישועתו, ספרו בגויים, כבודו בכל העמים, נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא, על כל אלוהים, What's that? We can still write. So we're going to continue this is Lecha Dodi time, right? It's Lecha Dodi time. It is so disorienting. There's something I do want to ask people who may be joining us from home right now. You've heard me say quite a bit how much I miss people being here and singing together and how close it is, and getting people to sit closer together, perhaps more so than they're comfortable. And now it's different. But I want to, maybe issue a challenge isn't really Shabbos-istic. I want to give you an encouragement. If you're singing at home, now, part of the reason I think we get along so well is we share this philosophy that singing is there not as a performance, not to make us look good or sound good or make you look good and sound good anyway. Singing is about bringing people together. And that's hard when we can't hear other people singing. And it may be hard for people who are watching at home or listening at home not to have other people to sing together. But I want to recognize a golden opportunity. If perhaps you've been coming to services, but you've been hesitant to sing along with us, because sometimes that feels risky. What if people hear what I sound like? I'm good for singing in the shower, but that's about it. If you've ever been self-conscious about singing with us before, and you are at home alone or with people who will still love you anyway, this is your chance to sing with us. Give it a try. If it doesn't go well, there are no witnesses. You can just give it a try. Just sing with us as best you can. Your cat will roll its eyes at you. Your dog will think it's hilarious. Just sing with us, and let's see how that goes. We're going to go into Lecha Dodi, Welcome My Beloved, on page 21, page 21.
Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala yaralai 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 pnei Shabbat nekavela shamor vezachor v'dibur echad Hishmianu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shemo tiferet v'litehila likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor הברכה וראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלה ירלה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה ירלה 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 Shabbat nekabela mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch ha'afecha rav לשבת בעמק הברכה והוא יחמול עלייך לא יתנערי מעפר קומי לבשי בגדי תפארתך מי אריה בן ישי בית הלחמי קורבה אל נפשי גאה לך דודי לקראת קלה ירלה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבור ארוני, עלייך נגלה, אליך דודי לקראת קלה, יבבה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, ידלה, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקרבי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תחמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר הקהילה, היו לבשיסו שועשייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אלוהיך, כבשוש חתן על כלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי, על יד איש בן פרסי, ונשמחה ונגילה, הולך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, הולך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הולך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה.
If you're standing at home, you may be seated. We're going to continue with the special psalm for Shabbat on page 23. Page 23.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, לזמר לשמך עליון. Together. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך הלילות, עלי אסון ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינון, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועליך, במעשה ידיך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך
We're going to continue with our evening prayer service, Mariv for Shabbat, which begins on page 28 with the Baruch. Page 28 with the Baruch. If you're praying along with us, please rise.
Baruch et Adonai mevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai mevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ומעביר יום ומעביר לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Baruch Shemo.
המעריב הנביא.
Amen. You may be seated. We're going to continue on page 29. Page 29.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו ושוכבנו, ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
And continue the next passage of the Shema on page 30 at your own pace, and we'll get back together in just a moment. Together at the top of page 31. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber al bnei Yisrael ve'amarta alehem v'asu lehem tzitzit al kanfei vigdeihem ledorotam ve'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf batil techelet ve'haya lechem letzitzit uritem oto וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריכם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We continue on page 32, page 32. אמת ומלכות זאת.
We continue together in the middle of page 32 with Mi Chamocha.
מי כמוך
באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא
מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף פלא, נורא תהילות אוסף פלא.
מלכותך ראו בניך בוקר הים לפני משה ומרים. זי לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Shemo.
גאל ישראל.
Amen. Hashkivenu on page 33, page 33.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, וחמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, וחמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ושמור את צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. שלום, 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 שלום. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Continue to celebrate Shabbat with page 34, page 34.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. אוי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת
ויתגדל ויתקדש מרבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה כילותה וימליך מלכותה וחייכונו יום מכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו
Amen.
יהי
Yehi
שמרה
mevorach
לעולם ולעולמי
עלמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשו
Berichu.
לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה
תושבחתה ונחמתה
דמירן מעלמה וימרו
Amen. Now it's time for a moment of peace, of quiet meditation. The Amidah for Shabbat Ma'ariv starts on page 35b. If you're praying along with us, please rise, and you can use the words from our tradition or whatever words are in your heart right now, and we'll get back together in just a moment.
עולם חסד ייבנה ירא לילה ירא לילה עולם חסד ייבנה ירא לילה ירא לילה עולם חסד ייבנה ירא לילה עולם חסד ייבנה, ירלי, ירלי,
We're going to conclude this part of the service on page 48 with Kaddish Shalem.
יתקלל ויתקלל שמר רבה,
Amen.
ועלמד יברך רותי וימליך מלכותה, וחי יכונו ויכונו וחי לכל בית ישראל, וגלה בזמן עיקרי וימרו.
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולם ביומיה.
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ודרום ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה השם ידי קודשה.
בריחו.
לאל אמין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמה וימרו.
Amen.
תתקבל אצלות ונאות לכל ישראל קודם עבורון דבשמיא וימרו.
Amen.
יש למרום משמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל וימרו.
Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody. I'll drink to that. It's just water. It's just water. I did pick the wrong year to quit drinking, though, I tell you. I'm really glad everybody is here with us at PJTC on whatever sort of couch you have, easy chair, maybe a standing desk or a stender, however you are joining us. I'm thrilled that you're joining us tonight because some things never change. We still get together for Shabbat. We still celebrate with song. We learn a little bit of Torah. We sing some more. But I'll say at your house, we are going to do Kiddush after the service. We have the Kiddush stuff up here. I don't know if anybody told you, though, you're on the Oneg committee yourself. So whatever you want to have after the service, that's on you. But think of me when you're having whatever it is you are eating. So I want to tell a story that I'm reminded of this evening. If I may, I know people are joining us from all over the place, but this is Pasadena, so I want to tell you a story about two theoretical physicists. And this was at a time where they were having a conference on theoretical physics. All sorts of topics were being discussed, but these two particular physicists were very interested in time travel. And as it happened, when all the hotels and all the Airbnbs booked up in this little tiny, ancient medieval city in Switzerland, it might have been Davos, that's more for economists, but they were in this little town in Switzerland. All the buildings are very close together, the roads are very narrow, and these two guys, who are the world experts in time travel, happened to be both in second-floor rooms on buildings across the street from each other. So two buildings on either side of the street, two physicists fascinated by time travel. And they'd been arguing all day, and they just couldn't let it go. When they got back to their rooms, one was out on his balcony, yelling at the other one about how the only way for time travel to be achieved in our time is to model it on the basis of string theory, as everyone knows. And the other physicist, I've borrowed this joke, the other physicist, it was supposed to be Davos, the other physicist was on the other balcony across the street in a different building, and he's saying, no, you have to found the idea of practical time travel on the properties of an n-dimensional hypercube, as everyone knows. And they're going on like this for hours, and there are two guys at a cafe down below. There's a young theoretical physicist and his mentor, and he brought him to the conference for the first time this year. And the young physicist he's biting his nails. He can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. But his mentor says to them, don't sweat this. We're going to get the check and get out of here. They're never going to resolve this conflict. And the young man says, how do you know this? And he says, they're never going to agree They're arguing from two different premises. I'm going to assume at home that you're laughing at this joke. This is the single best theoretical physicist joke that I have. They're arguing from two different premises. And this is a little bit where I'm seeing a lot of conflict in the world today. There's plenty of stuff to sweat these days. There are amazing moments of people coming together. There are people who are worried about where their next meal is going to come from. They're lining up at the grocery store at 8 in the morning, but they're lining up happy to see other people coming out of the grocery store because the stores have opened up an hour earlier for the elderly and for people with special needs. And everybody's happy to see that happen. And they're keeping a safe distance from one another. And people are pulling together. People are volunteering in this very synagogue, but not only in this very synagogue, to get groceries for each other. We had a group of volunteers go out this week just to deliver prayer books so that people could join us. One leader, Claire Gorfinkel, put out the call, and people answered it like that and made it happen. People are coming together, and yet there's still a lot that we don't know, and there's a lot of solutions that people are trying that not everybody agrees with. What I shared with some of my students this week, and I was talking with Cantor Ruth about this, there will never be a better year for Leviticus. This is the parsha that we're entering this week. Usually we have this great cosmogony and a really fascinating and sometimes steamy family story in Genesis. We have this cinematic panoply of Exodus, and then we get to a book of rules about the right way to make incense and the right way to slaughter a cow, and how many cows, and what if it's goats? I don't know. What if I have this spot right here? What should I do about that? This is far less, I'm going to say, Oscar material than the book of Exodus. And yet, I think that the point of Leviticus is orientation. When you get through something like Exodus, we were slaves, and then we weren't. And that's great. But if you've only been a slave your whole life, what do you know how to do? You get a guidebook. But the guidebook is complicated, and the voice is terrifying. You come together, you build a mishkan, you make room for one another. You are still lost. And after Leviticus, I don't want to spoil it for you, but when we get to Bamidbar, we still have 40 years to go. And we're not always marching in the same direction. But Leviticus is this single moment in time. As one of my teachers and colleagues, Rabbi Deborah Silber, pointed out, Genesis takes place over thousands of years. Exodus, the bulk of it, takes place over 80 years, Moses' early life. And all the exciting stuff happens in about a week or two. Leviticus takes place on one day. There's a flashback in there of about a week, but mostly it all happens on one day. Because here in the middle of the Torah, it's time to stop and take stock and organize. Let's all get going in the same direction. If we're going to argue, and I'm pretty sure we will, let's at least get in the same premise. I was sharing this with some adult B'nai Mitzvah students this week. We were, again, I have to giggle a little bit about this. I know it's a serious situation, but I wrote this curriculum, and as I think they say it in Yiddish, although my accent is terrible, Mensch tracht und Gott lacht. You know, man plans and God laughs. And I laughed a little bit too when I saw that this week my planned topic for the Adult B'nai Mitzvah class is getting comfortable in the sanctuary. Instead, I showed a picture of the sanctuary over Zoom, and we talked about the different places in the synagogue that we were familiar with, why we have this light, why our seven light candelabrum looks a little bit different than people have seen in other synagogues. What are these two risers for? Luckily, we had somebody there who was here when this space was built and could explain exactly why. And why is the ark in the center? And where do you face to pray if you're praying at home? How do you pray at home? Can you pray at home? And I said, of course you can pray at home. It's like my father told me this theology joke one time where the person asked his teacher, can you smoke while you're praying? And the teacher says, of course, smoking is a disgusting habit. It's bad for you. You shouldn't do that while you're doing something as holy as praying. So the student got wise and said, can you pray while you're smoking? You can pray anywhere, but here's what helps. It's good to pray when other people are praying, even if you're praying by yourself. And even if you're praying at home, it's good to face east. The reason we do this is that we all pray in the same direction. Wherever Jews are in the world, we are oriented, which comes from the Latin orient, east. So what I want to encourage you to do, even as things get weirder, is to find ways to orient yourself with people, even if you can't physically be with them. One part of this is joining us on the live stream. But even if you can't make the live stream, or if the live stream isn't your bag and you're watching this later, align with us. When you pray, pray to the east. And I promise you that as long as we're moving in the same direction, we're going to go really, really far. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I hear a good Shabbos from the crowd out there. We're going to continue our service with Aleinu on page 51. Page 51.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורל עלינו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ועזרתו של הקדוש. על כן נקבל לך אדוני אלוהינו יראות מרב תפארת עוזך. כי המלכות שלך היא וללמיה תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושבו
You may be seated. This is a time in our service where we remember those who are no longer with us. In the coming week, here in the PJTC community, we are marking the Yahrzeit, the anniversary of the passing of Janka Kirshner, Ephraim Ben Zvi, Raz Sher, Ann Benkel, Adele Marion, Molly Hyman, David Arian, Bessie Lott, Barry Krasner, Brina Schulman, Michael Green, Abraham Carno, Mildred Schleimer, Avraham Michaeli, Leo Newman, Max Levin, Sybil Swerdlow, Max Ackerman, Geraldo Martinez, Dora Lewenstein, Fillmore Levy, Rita Copland-Prezant, Harold J. Minovitz, Alice Bird Snow, Rachel Zwern, Carol Belling, Dina Blumenfeld, Adolf Peters, Gertrude Holzer, Max Kemmel, Ida Peters, Moses Margolis, Ruth Schwartz, Benny Feinsod, Noah Langholtz, Fischel Langholtz, Ruben Bellin, Clara Weinstein, Joseph Weissman, Beverly Sensor, Edward Gross, Charles Oster, Ben Lepuck, Shoshana Danhauser, Bernard Bender, Beverly Sensor, and Anna Boruck. We also mourn the loss of Rochelle Rotenberg, sister-in-law of Fred Rotenberg and Lori Rotenberg. Funeral and Shiva services were held by Zoom this past Friday on March 27th. We pray that Rochelle's memory be a blessing. Hamakom Yenachem. May God comfort and strengthen their family at this time. I'll ask that anyone who is in mourning or observing a yard site at this time, please rise for the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, on page 52. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
Ba'alma divra kirute v'amlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Olamei Almaya. Yitbarach Vayishtavach Vipa'ar Vitramam Vitnaseh Vitadar Vitale Vitalal Shmei Dekudsha Brichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. You may be seated. I'm going to pause for just a moment for a few brief but meaningful announcements. I want to thank everybody who helped lead the service and also everybody who helped prepare for doing services in a different way. I want to acknowledge that this is the first week that we are doing services with no one present, and no one present physically,
Yeah.
I'll say. And this was a hard decision to come to on our part, but we believe the best won, and people have been very supportive about that.
You know, when I first came to this country, there used to be synagogues that I saw, that I went to, and they were very formal, right? And so the rabbi was in one place and the cantor was in the other side, and they wouldn't share.
Yeah, this feels a little hipster, I think.
So I feel like we're doing a little bit of that, which is hopefully temporary.
Yeah, tell me we're not getting an organ. I'm not knocking it. If you got an organ, that's cool.
No, we're not getting it.
Okay. But I think we'll make do, and I can't think of a better
Yes.
better partner and better partners in the leadership of this community. In addition to some announcements, I just want to give a great shout out of gratitude to everybody on the staff who's been working so hard, the lay leaders who've had some very, not just tough decisions to make, but have really rolled up their sleeves to keep this place rolling along, keep everything as normal as possible, and make the difficult decisions about what we need to change for each other's sake. So, kol hakavod to that, and I hope everybody has a very well-deserved Shabbat Shalom. And there's still some more announcements. So, PJTC, just so we're clear, we postponed or canceled all the events that were scheduled to take place over the next couple of weeks until further notice on this campus. We've set up Zoom meetings to take place for all sorts of regular activities. So ask your various leaders how to connect to those things. We have a Zoom meeting set up for the Shabbat meditation group tomorrow. That's after services at 12:45. We are indeed having services at 9:30. Rabbi Jason Mann has continued to teach his Exploring Your Life Through Torah class, 10 a.m. Thursdays. Reach out to Rabbi Mann for details on how to join that online. You should know that our Whitman Gala has been postponed, and we will continue to keep everybody informed as soon as we receive more information. Now more than ever, please open your emails from us so that you'll know what's going on, and we'll do our best to inform people who we know don't open emails. So just from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the leadership here, please stay home and stay healthy, and God willing, we'll celebrate again together very soon.
Two things. One of them is, if you saw on the e-blast that we were going to do Havdalah together tomorrow night, it's actually, we're starting the Shabbat after, so please don't think that we've left you alone in the cold.
It's nothing personal.
It's nothing personal. The second thing that I want to say is that this week has been a very interesting week in our world, and certainly a very interesting week for our PJTC community. It's been the culmination of a very long 2 years of the search committee.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
No,
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that. I'm just going to say something. We're going to move on.
I'm
The recommendation was made to the board, and the board voted, and I just want to say I'm really looking forward to what the future brings, having a phenomenal partner like you.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
And on that note,
Let's have a few more notes. We're going to end as we began, in song. So I invite, if you want to stand up in your living room or your kitchen or your home office or wherever you are right now, one more time. I hope the singing encouragement worked. If you haven't sung with us all night, please sing with us right now. And if you have been, Yashikoa, keep singing with us. What are we going to sing?
and please let us know. You can email us and tell us what it felt like to be singing at home. Together.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu,
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Shalom
Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam,
Salam,
Shalom, Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Ha'olam,
Salam, Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, Shalom, Salam Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Ha'olam. Salam, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Good Shabbos, everybody. Please stick around and join us for Kiddush right over there.
Yeah. Okay, so if you have a Kiddush cup at home, we will join together in Kiddush. ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי, ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו אהבה ורצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל עמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים. Amen. We have a challah. Is this one the Shamor or the Zachor one?
Yes.
נכון. Together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. There you go, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We'll join together tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful night.